welcome back to my channel. This is again Ash, that bubbly girl XO from YouTube. What's up mga kabibi ko? And I hope that everyone is doing well today, feeling great today. Good vibes all over, huh? So, first off, as I always do, I offer my prayers to everyone who's currently not doing good during this pandemic. Lord, for everyone who's hungry, I hope that they be fed. For everyone who's lonely, I hope that they be with their families and be happy again. For those who think it's hopeless because of the ongoing pandemic, please strengthen their faith towards you. And I hope that everyone would recover fast and well from this pandemic in Jesus' name. Okay, so what do we have here today? So we have a few stuff here that I'm gonna review today during this vlog, and I'm gonna show you as well like how they look like when applied to your face. So first off, we have the Enlightened CC Cushion. So this is from Ate Jillian. Please visit her page. I'm gonna post it right here. It's oh sorry about that. This is Enlightened CC Cushion. So it looks like at the back. This is SPF 50. Okay. So this is what it looks like inside. There you go, the sponge. It reminded me of April Skin. This kind of looks like April Skin because I had one before. The cushion foundation as well. The Korean foundation. Yeah, there's the cream, and you'll have to dab your sponge on it. So yeah, we're gonna use this later for our makeup look. Next we have, she also sent me Intense lipstick, Emerald Intense lipstick. So formulated with shea butter and vitamin E, is non-drying matte lipstick. So let's open. I chose the shade Nude Now. Don't know if you can read it. Nude Now, yeah. Nude Now. Because before I used to like red lipsticks, like dark, strong shades, but now I prefer nude instead. So let me just give you a quick swatch of this. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's nude, baby. The only nudes I want. Yep, so let's put that here. How are you guys? I hope everyone's doing well. Okay, so let's now move on to those things that I impulsively bought in Lazada. So I do have two of Vice's Dual Finish Foundation. So what happened is, I remember that I don't have any powder foundation, and it just so happens that Vice Cosmetics actually had an anniversary sale. So me being the marupok, I actually bought two. So I have here. First shade would be Chesa. So Chesa is, I think, my shade for my face. So this is what we are going to use later as well for our vlog. The other shade would be Flawlessa. This is a darker shade, a brownish darker shade, suited for dark skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a contour, a powder contour. Next up, for our Vice Cosmetics Whole, would be a Good Vibes matte lipstick. So sorry, Good Vibes Good Vibes matte lipstick. So just to give you a quick swatch, this is Pak Ganern. This one is this one. It's like a cocoa shade. Next up, we do have the Phenomenal matte liquid lipstick. Sorry. In the shade of Girly. So just like the others, it's quite of like a coral shade, coral nude shade. Oh, I put too many. Just to give you a quick swatch, here it is. This one. It's matte finished. Lastly, from Vice Cosmetics, we do have Another phenomenal liquid matte lipstick, and this one is in the shade of Star. So this is like a red burgundy. I don't know if I perceive it correctly. Yeah, it's a red shade right here. There you go. So for this one, for their anniversary sale for the lippies, they had like a 3 for 300. So yeah, I got these for 300 only plus shipping. Yay! Yeah, that's the Marupok. Next up on our haul, we have Beauty Glaze. So this is my favorite, like among the items that I bought from Beauty Glaze. This is the Reversal Planet eyeshadow palette from Beauty Glaze. So let me show you what's inside. Oh, the plastic is still here. Sorry. Okay. There you go. I have like 40 shades of gray. I'm kidding. 40 shades of colorful eyeshadow. I have glitters. I have matte. I have earthy ones. I have nude ones. I have the greens. Know that? Yeah. Beauty Glaze. And I expect this to be like as pigmented as the Mars and Uranus palette, which I have here, which I previously used in my videos. So yeah. Would you like me to try a shade, like to swatch it? Let's see. Let's try turquoise. I'm gonna swatch it on my to see just to see how pigmented it is. Guys, it's so effing pigmented. Look, just one swipe. Just one swipe. This is turquoise. Oh my god, it's good. Next up on the list would be an eyebrow gel. So this is Beauty Glaze eyebrow gel, waterproof eyebrow gel. So I'd be honest with you people, I already tried the eyebrow gel a few days back. It is very lightweight, blendable, but the waterproof claim, I would not actually get your hopes up on that one, because it comes off with a disinfectant wipe with just one wipe, so it's not waterproof. It isn't. See, look how pigmented the eyeshadow is. Yeah. So yep, this one is in the shade of number 5, which is Ebony. When I looked at it on the website, it looked kind of grayish to me, but when I tried it out, it's more of a blackish shade than gray. But I will show you. I will use that as well for our makeup tutorial. Next from our Beauty Glaze haul would be a beauty blender. Just a simple beauty blender. I think this costs around 30 pesos or 35, something like that. It's soft. It's red. Yeah. What else? I do have an eyelash curler from Beauty Glaze. It seems good to me. Also, we have the Matte Me foundation, high coverage plus poreless. Okay, this is in the shade number 2. Yep. I think I'm not gonna be able to use this because we are gonna use the CC cushion, so I will use this on the next video. But if you want to swatch, definitely, why not? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to give it a... There you go, that's it. You want me to blend it? Okay, so those are the things that I bought from the 9/9 sale, which I said I'm not gonna buy anything, but forget about it. So yep, I think we're good to go. Okay, so before we start our makeup tutorial, just to make sure that our face is clean, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my face with Zane Skin Toner Micellar Cleansing Water. Okay, just to make sure that there are no other substances in my face. Yeah. Because I kind of like put on some makeup last night for the TikTok. There you go. Oh my God. So, anong pag-uusapan natin today? Bukod sa pag-review ko ng mga makeup. Hindi na ako nakapagpa-question and answer sa Facebook ko. I forgot. So, mag-invento na lang tayo. Okay. Okay, so let's start. So, before we put anything else on our face, let's prime first and foremost. So let me just find my primer. You know guys, my makeup box is like so messed up. Found my primer. So this is what I use in every video. This is Face Lady All Matte Primer. Okay. So most probably I got this from Lazada. Oh no, I got this from a friend of mine who kind of resells Face Lady in the Philippines. So let's put that here and here and here and here. Okay. Primer is very important. Why? Because primer actually protects our skin from the harmful effects of makeup. Kinda. Yeah, it's like a shield or something. So yep, there you go. We have already primed our face. So I'm just gonna kind of erase the swatches I made on my hand. It's messy looking. So one moment. Okay. So as promised, I'm gonna review the Enlighten CC Cushion from Ate Jillian. Thank you again. Again, I will flash this store on the top of my screen, and you guys can check it out for other products. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this one. So see, I'll show you. Look at that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dab it lightly on my face. So, kumusta naman ang lahat, no? So last time, we talked, parang kailangan ko ng blender dito ah. So last time we talked about communication, di ba? So may quiz tayo. Titignan ko kung nakinig talaga kayo. Charot! So, sana may natutunan kayo sa last vlog ko, no? Kasi sobrang importante kasi talaga ng communication sa mga buhay natin. Hala, parang maputi siya sa shade ko, no? Kasi parang isang shade lang to. Pero carry lang. Tignan lang natin. So, today, we are gonna talk about naman, no? What do you want to talk about anyway? So, I was thinking kasi na it's something about relationships. Pero baka kasi umay kayo. Pero pwede naman. Diba? So, let's talk about trust. Sige nga, Mr. Montenegro. Let's talk about trust. Gusto ko marinig yung sasabihin mo. Charlayda, magtalas ko lang, pes. Okay. So, you know, ang putema. Ang puti talaga. I cannot. Hindi ko siya shade. Teka lang. Try natin siya i-beauty blender. Baka sakali mas mag-blend siya. Teka. Kasi parang hindi ko to shade. Ang puti. Hindi ko siya shade. Teka lang. Okay, so I'm back. So, ang ganda nung CC cushion sana, guys. Like, as in, hands down, maganda yung coverage niya. mako-cover yung mga chismis mo sa face, mga blemishes. However, sad to say, yung shade nung CC is not my shade. It's lighter than I expected, but it really was good. I mean, maganda siyang product. Hindi lang nag-match sa skin tone ko, pero kung nag-match yon, panalo girl. Maganda. So, we will be switching to Beauty Glaze Matte Me Foundation. I would highly suggest na bumili kayo ng ganong product, but make sure na sa shade nyo. Ayun. Nag-reapply na rin ako ng primer bago ko bumalik sa video. So, yun. Maganda siya guys. Maganda yung CC. Full coverage. Parang magiging poreless ka din. It's just that it's too light for me. I'm not that maputi na kasi, unlike before. Mas maputi kasi ako before. And I think, para yun sa mas mapupla sa akin. Still, thank you Ate Jillian for giving me a good product. Maybe I can use that for concealing na lang. For a good concealer, yes. Replacement for a good concealer. Pag maubos yung concealer ko, I would most probably use it. So, this is the Beauty Glaze Matte Me Foundation. The Poreless. I think I got this for how much? 75? The price range, I think. Shade number 2. Yan, London tayo dyan. Good with the foundation. I like it because it's blendable. Like, you don't have to struggle to blend it in. Like, see, I just had to dab, and it's already absorbed and blended. So for now, I think I want to bake my eyelids kasi my eyelids are oily. So in baking my eyelids, we are gonna use Sienna Luxury Powder. Wala naman tong shade ata. Itong shade lang siya. So yun na nga. I'm thinking of what we can talk about today. So, my hand na lang siguro to bake my eyelids kasi this, you know, it tends to be oily, super oily, na pag yung tipong nag-eyeshadow ako ng hindi ako nag-bake, parang nagiging liquidy yung eyeshadow ko, parang nagkakaroon siya ng something. So we're gonna take care of that later. So we're gonna conceal first. I'm gonna conceal and we're gonna use LA Girl Pro Conceal. Okay, so what are we gonna... Medyo bastos. Okay. The fuck? You can't trust concealers, ha? Ayan. So, what are we gonna talk about today? I would like, since we talked about communication the last time that I made a video, dami kong bloopers ngayon. So, the last time I made a video, we talked about communication and why it's very important, no, in our lives. Not only in relationships, not only between two people, But it's also important, no, between like a group of people, specifically a team. So, in line with communication, also, you know, may mga ano yan, barkada yan. So, one of the communications barkada is trust. Why trust? Because when two people or a group of people, you know, have this open communication na sobrang effective, no, it actually follows na magkakaroon kayo ng trust sa isa't isa. Kasi syempre, di ba, nag-open communication kayo. Meaning, you have discussed things that you were comfortable. What? That you were comfortable? Ano yun? That you were comfortable, you know, telling that specific person or group of people, no? So, that means to say na somehow, meron kang trust dun sa taong yon or sa mga taong yon, di ba? Because, you know, before anything else, trust is really important, di ba? Kasi, for me, you will never, like, open up to a person kung wala kang trust, di ba? One moment lang, may nagdi-DM sa atin, no? Okay. Ay, guys, oo nga pala, I would like to plug a gaming page. It's called Milo Everyday Gaming. Like nyo na, sa bebe ko yan. Char, lande. So, ilalagay ko rin siya dito sa taas ng screen. Actually, I will plug small-time YouTubers like me. Kasi, syempre, alam nyo naman, dapat sabay-sabay tayo aangat. Yay! So, I'm gonna post pages of those small-time YouTubers like me, nakakasimula lang sa vlogging. So, stay tuned kayo, ilalagay ko yan dyan sa taas. Okay? Pero dahil naon ako nang i-plug, please like Milo Everyday Gaming. So, may PS4 din siya, like me, and nagsistream siya ng mga PS4 games. Yes, like Fallout, Resident Evil, Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, ako yung may Fortnite siya, wala. Stuff like that. Yan. Follow nyo siya. Bebe ko yan. Bebe ko ha, bebe ko yan. Follow nyo lang. Huwag nyong landiin. Charot! Etos. Yun, follow nyo guys. Harot! Okay, so, since tapos na tayong mag-conceal, no? We will now go with baking! So, bake tayo dito. Nagiging baker ako dito sa makeup. So, balik tayo sa usapan, no? So, kasi for me, ang trust ay isang malaking factor para maging open ka sa isang tao. Kasi, you know, if you don't trust someone, hindi ka makakapag-open up sa kanila. Like, for example na lang, ha? Tulad nung nasa vlog ko, yung direct supervisor mo. Kasi I do believe, no, guys, if you don't trust your direct supervisor, hindi nyo ma-achieve parehas yung gusto mong goal. Yung goal niya for you and your own goal na gusto mong tulungan kanya. Because you don't trust him. Diba? Kasi, paano kanya tutulungan sa isang bagay na hindi mo siya pinagkakatiwalaan na kaya kanyang tulungan? Gets nyo ako? Diba? Parang ang labo. Parang sobrang hirap naman nun. May hirapan siyang i-execute yun. Okay. So, dito na tayo ngayon sa Baking 101 with Ash. So, yun na nga. No? As I was saying, ang trust kasi, hindi siya isang bagay na madaling ibigay at madaling makuha. Diba? Sabi nga nila, diba? Trusting too much gets you killed. Well, because we cannot avoid people who actually would sabotage or ruin your trust. Di natin maiwasan yun. Yung mga tao talagang ganun kakupal. Yung Binigay mo yung buong tiwala mo, tapos sinira nila. Yung mga ganun talaga, di natin may iwasan yun. But let us also consider na may mga tao din na super trustworthy. Yung mga, alam mo yung mga tao na kahit wala ka, nasa side mo sila. Kasi alam nyo guys, may mga ganyan akong kaibigan. Yung tipong, hindi ko sila kasama, hindi ko sila kausap, alam nyo yun. Pero, pag may kumanti sa akin nang wala ako, or may nagsalita ng hindi maganda tungkol sa akin nang wala ako, 100% sure ako na yung mga kaibigan ko na yan, nasa panig ko yan, magsasalita yan ng pagtatanggol para sa akin. So, those are the friends that you should have. Kasi guys, alam niyo sa panahon ngayon, ang hirap nang malaman kung sino yung totoo at hindi. Kasi alam nyo, habang tumatagal, gumagaling magpanggap yung mga ahas eh. Sabi nga nila, 'di ba? Before, ang mga ahas makikita mo lang sa dapat. Pero ngayon daw, minsan nasa group chat niya na. Sharing, pero totoo yun ha. Yung minsan yung mga taong akala mo friend mo. Nako, yun yung mga unang-unang sumisira sa'yo. So, konting commercial lang. Magtatry ako ng powder contour. Hindi ako magaling dito. Aminado ko. So, again, this is Vice Cosmetics Flawlessa. It's the Duo Finish Foundation. So, gonna-try contouring my face with this. Kahit di ko forte to. Ay, shit, no. Ay, sorry, nagmura ako sa vlog ko. Hindi pa pala ako nakakapag, powder foundation. So, sorry about that. Magpa-powder foundation muna ako. Like, dito shade ng mukha ko. To lock in the freshness of my face. So, pagin natin ang mahiwag akong paintbrush. So, this is, ito naman yung Vice Duo Finish Foundation in Chesa. Ito yung, I think, kakulay ko. Tuloy natin yung pinagagawa natin. Yun nga. So, diba? Marami akong kakilala na nasunog, na burn. Actually, kahit ako naman eh. I've had my fair share of those people who actually, made an impression that they're my friends, but in reality, they're not. It just sucks na you come to open up, trust a person, tapos, ganun yung gagawin sa'yo, diba? It's part annoying and parang, alam mo yun, it's demotivating kasi kay putang ina, diba? Nag-open up ako sa'yo. It takes a lot for a person to open up. Diba? It takes a lot for a person to actually have the guts to open up and share her story, his or her story, to another person, diba? It's like me opening my book for you. Tapos malalaman ko na lang. You betrayed me na, diba? Like, it's something like akala mo na your secret is safe, but then sila pala yung CCTV ng barangay, sila pala yung nagkakalat ng chismis tungkol sa'yo. Well, it's not actually chismis because it's true, but my point is I entrusted my whole life to you na hindi mo yan ipagkakalat. Pero anong ginawa mo, diba? You actually had the audacity to actually spread my story, which I only entrusted to you, na hindi ko mo-open up sa iba, pero sa'yo in-open up ko because I thought that you were worth it, diba? That you deserve. You deserve to know my story because you were trustworthy of a friend. You know, mistakes happen. We mistakenly think that a person can actually stand up and, you know, be a good friend to us. But sometimes the ending is not the same, diba? You know, I've lost many friends in the process of adulting. There are friends whom, you know, I was hurt when I lost them, but just come to think of it, whenever I see girls and boys selling lanterns on the street. So, when I come to think of it, no, pag nagtutrowback ako ng mga times na, yun nga, yung ganun yung nangyari, that I lost them, sometimes, you know what, I just end up thanking God for such a blessing in disguise na you know, I lost people who will hurt me in the end. So, mas maigi na nalaman na rin ng maaga-aga, di ba? Para hindi na siya na-prolong. Kasi, no matter what, di ba? Ganun pa rin naman yung gagawin nila in the end. So, it's alright, at least, you know early. You know early what they were planning to do. Because, you know, guys, when you lose friends, it's like God is telling you, or not actually telling you, it's like God is automatically removing you from people who would not be important, who would not be relevant, who would actually not be helpful to you. God is removing you from friendships, from relationships that would actually ruin you. Diba? Because God moves in like mysterious ways. In ways we do not expect. In ways we do not know. Na magugulat ka na lang, andyan yung result. I know that not all of us are strong believers. Not all of us are believers at all. But you know what? To be honest, even my atheist friends, you know, I pray for them. I pray for them, you know why? Because everyone deserves prayers, you know. I'm sorry if I'm looking like I'm overly religious here, but I'm just saying that everyone deserves prayers, no? Because God forgives everyone, you know? Diba, we have a saying nga eh, Diyos nga nagpapatawad, so bakit hindi ako? So, I believe, me myself, I believe that everyone, even the non-believers, they deserve prayers, diba? Because maybe, just maybe, some of them are just lost, diba? Maybe some of them are just lost and they don't know where to go, they don't know where to start. But then, I do respect everyone, even the non-believers. Because, again, we have our own beliefs and things that can make us feel like, you know, we are ourselves. So, I do respect that. Okay, so now we're gonna proceed with eyebrows. So, I'm gonna use this. As I've said, it looks like grayish. It looks like a grayish hue, but it actually is darker when applied. So I'm gonna use this. Where's that? I'm gonna use this for my eyebrows. Okay, so saan na ba tayo? So, yun na nga, trust. So, kasi, alam nyo, yung mga tao, kapag yung nasubok yung trust nila, like, for example, yung pinagkatiwalaan nila ng sobra-sobra yung tao, tapos na-burn sila doon. Sobrang hirap magbalik ng kumpiyansa sa ibang tao pag ganun yung nangyari sa'yo, na parang naranasan ko nang mag-open up, I failed because that person betrayed me. So, ano yun? Ang nakakaawa yung mga susunod na tao sa buhay niya. Kasi, yun yung magsasuffer ng consequences na ginawa ng mga taong nagsira ng tiwala. Diba? Kasi syempre, the aftermath is always there. Hindi nawawala yun, guys. Kahit sabihin nyo na ilang taon, buwan, oras, milenyo, char, ang lumipas after nung nangyari yun. It stays, guys. It stays. And no apology can actually fix that. Kahit sabihin mo pa na mag-apologize ka sa kanya ng 1 million times, guys. Please understand that sorry is not your ticket to forgive. No, not really. Kasi sorry is key to forgiveness. But, you know, sorry is not a key for you to be able to enter the person's life again. It's not. Hindi porke nag-sorry na kayo, okay na lahat. Hindi porke nag-sorry kayo, nabawi nyo na lahat ng sakit na pinaramdam nyo dun sa tao. No, it does not work that way. Guys, ang sorry ay 5-letter word lamang. Ito ay nagmumula sa Western Germanic word na sarig. Sarig means pain or distress. Okay? So, never, hala, hindi pantay. Sure, di pa naman ako tapos. Never, ever think and stop the mentality na kapag nag-sorry na kayo, bawi na kayo, quits na kayo. No, it doesn't work that way. Kahit ilang libong beses ka pa mag-sorry dyan na may kasamang manok na buhay at ialay mo sa kanya kasamang itlog. Na-trauma na yan, girl. Na-trauma na yan. Nothing will ever cure that. Maybe someone can cure that. Like maybe another person who will actually come into his or her life can actually ease the trust issue that she's having, or can actually ease the pain and trauma that she's had with you. But, you know, stop doing that to people. It's not funny. I mean, if you know that the person is actually serious about you, giving you their trust, their all, their everything, please do them a favor and, you know, be good to them, because not everyone can, you know, not everyone has the courage to open up and, you know, be an open book to everyone. If you encounter a person that's really having a hard time opening up, and you manage to actually get them, you know, to open up to you, please fucking cherish that, because that does not happen to just anyone. If that person actually opens up to you, it means that they saw, like, you know, a potential in you, that they saw something that says, hey, this person is actually a good person, because, well, they entrusted you with their life. They entrusted you with things that they wouldn't tell anyone else. So please don't waste that opportunity on being stupid, you know, and just, you know, betraying the person, because, you know, in that case, that person is not the stupid one, it's you. Because being trusted is the best feeling of all, to be honest. You know that feeling when someone actually trusts you and thinks that you're a good person? That's the best feeling, guys. Because not everyone will look at you like that. Some person, even without knowing you, they will look at you as someone who's bad. I have experienced something like that. So I can tell you that's a really serious matter. I have experienced not being trusted, having people having, bad impressions just because they don't know me. People having bad impressions just because they chose to judge me rather than getting to know me, In our life, you will encounter a whole lot of headache like that. So, again, I think I have said this for like the 20th time now, always. But if you, by any chance, find someone you can trust with your life and who trusts you with theirs, please fucking cherish it. That is something rare. Because, diba, it's a very, very lonely life without, friends you can count on, diba? Kasi ako, to be honest, ako mismo ako. I love having friends. I love having friends around me whom I can actually fuck around. Be a retard, be serious, friends I can fight with, but at the end of the day, the love and respect that we have for each other are still there. Like, even if we fight, because you being friends doesn't mean that you're not gonna fight. You are at one point. You are gonna annoy each other at one point, and you are gonna fight. But what matters is after okay. What matters is after that fight, you come to think and you come to realize that your friendship is 100% more important than what you actually fought about. Diba? Huwag na lang tayong lumayo. Just like in relationships, diba? Sometimes, people fight about something that's merely irrelevant, diba? Naranasan nyo na ba yun, yung nag-aaway kayo, tapos pag binalikan yung dalawa, pag nag-make up na kayo, pag binabalikan nyo na, you don't even remember why you guys are fighting in the first place. Parang kanta lang ni Neo yan, di ba? We don't even remember why we're fighting. No. Kasi minsan, we tend to focus on the little things that, make us upset rather than being a bigger person. Which, we cannot actually blame, the person who, feels that way. Kasi minsan, guys, darating ka sa punto na ma-realize mo na sobrang hirap ng adulting. As in, alam nyo, nung bata pa ako, madaling-madali ako na tumanda, na lumaki. Because what? Surprise, bitch. Ito na ako sa part na nag-adulting na. Ayan na nga, adult na me. I said to myself, what a wonderful... Charot, hindi, diba? There are realizations in life na minsan mapapaisip ka na lang na nakakamiss pala yung maging bata. Kasi nung mga bata pa tayo, ano bang problema natin, diba? Paano tayo makikipaglaro? Paano tayo lalabas para makita yung mga kalaro natin? But now, look at us. We worry about a lot of stuff. We worry about bills. We worry about work. We worry about relationships. We worry about family. We worry about the pandemic. Alam mo yun? It sucks at one point, but you'll have to face it. You'll have to face that really at one point. You will come to realize that adulting is hard and you have no choice but to survive it because you're already there. Diba? You have no choice kasi you're already there, and I have always believed that every problem has a solution. So, if you're unable to solve it, then stop thinking about it because it's not a problem if it does not have any solutions. Diba? So, all you have to do kasi, alam niyo, pag adult na kayo, you only have limited options. Sometimes your only option is to be strong. Sometimes your only option is to be the bigger person. Sometimes your option is to love, even when things are getting worse. Sometimes your only option is to fight for what you deserve. Diba? Ako, to be honest, no? Okay, I'm gonna tell you my story. When the day I realized that sometimes your only option is to be strong and nothing else. I've been there. I've done that. I'm still in pain, but I promised myself and my dad that I will get through the pain. If you all know, or maybe not, I lost my father last year. I lost him to heart failure, pneumonia. Yeah. Alam nyo, I saw this clip ng mass ni Father Jerry Orbos, and he was saying there na ngayon bang umaga nagpasalamat kayo na nagising kayo. The people at church were, murmuring stuff, and Father was like, you know why? Because not all people, was able to wake up today. Alam nyo, sobrang dama ko si Father dun sa part na yun. Alam nyo kung bakit? Kasi yung daddy ko, when he died, I will not cry, guys. Don't worry. I will not cry. I don't want my dad to see me crying while vlogging because he will laugh at me wherever he is. So yeah, I'm not gonna cry, Daddy. I'm fine. Just stay happy where you are. I'll be fine. So back to the topic. So it was September 29. That was the last time I saw my dad live. We went on with our sorry na, out of topic na kasi kanina tayo yung pinag-uusapan natin. Ganito kasi ako, guys, magkwento eh. Yun, alam niyo, nagkakasanga-sanga, tas pumupunta na sa ibang topic. I apologize. Ayun, so that was the last time I saw my dad alive. So we went on with our usual routine paggabi because I work night shifts. By that time, I was still working with Accenture. Pero wait, ayan na po pala yung ating browse. Ayan na yung ating browse. Okay, so I was working with Accenture back then. I was assigned in Bonnie, Mandaluyong, near the Go Hotels. So that night, wait. So, kinahaponan no, nagpagupit pa kami ng daddy ko. Because it was my routine to take him to the barbershop. Because ako before, ang haba na lang kasi ng buhok ko ngayon. If you've seen my Facebook account, before, sobrang iksi ng buhok ko. I even had undercuts. I look like a boy. So, his barber, Mang Pet, is the one who actually cuts my hair then. Mang Pet is a really good barber. So, I come with him there and have my hair trimmed, have my hair cut. So, my dad and I, we went to the barber shop a day before that. Hindi pala kinahaponan, a day before that. So, as usual, Mang Pet was there. He cut my hair first, then my dad. So, it was good because my dad, you know, for the past few days, my dad has been asking me about a haircut. So, I told him, just wait until my salary comes. And we're gonna go and have our haircut together again. Sorry guys, may doing something. Okay. So, we went to get our haircut. We were fine. We were okay. My dad was okay. My dad was fantastic. My dad was very much lively. My dad was masigla, as what you call it. Then came September 29. So again, my dad went on with our usual routine at night. So my dad would, we used to live in Mercedes Village, Pasig. It's kind of a secluded subdivision somewhere down the road. So my dad, bilang may e-bike kami, he actually accompanies me hanggang dun sa stop ng na pwede akong ma-pick up ng Grab easily. Universal, eyeshadow palette. Nag-eyeshadow na tayo. Ayun. So, he took me to where I usually ride my Grab, or where I usually, you know, have my Grab pick me up. May magandang gamitin na eyeshadow. Lang, nag-isip ako bigla, diba? Ang hirap ang dami. Okay, so let's try green. Tapang mag-try ako. Or blue. Okay, let's try blue. I'm gonna try this one. The navy. Okay. So, along the way, my dad was talking about life advices. It was very unusual for me because my dad does not usually give life advices. So, you know what? The last advice that he gave me was that he told me, anak, bunso, I want you to control your emotions. Because, you know, I got that trait from him kasi he's a very emotional person. Even if he's a guy. I mean, I don't discriminate him for being a guy and being emotional at the same time. But yes, my dad is a very emotional person. You know, he gets mad easily, he gets hurt easily, he's sensitive. So my dad was like, so, please control your emotions, especially towards work. I was surprised really because my dad is not that type of guy kasi. I mean, our family is not the one that's madrama. No, because we are tropa-tropa in our family. So, I just listened to him because I was enjoying it because it was, you know, sometimes lang, diba? So, my dad was going on with his speech about me not being, about me controlling my emotions, blah, blah, blah. So, I'll just listen. And then, my dad knew how hard my life was in Accenture. I'm sorry, I know my old bosses can see this and are watching this, but yes, I had a hard time. Yeah, my dad knew how hard it was for me to go to work every day. How I drag myself into work every night. Because, you know, we're always together. Lagi niya akong hinahatid, so he knows. So, I was surprised even more when my dad told me, anak, konting tiis na lang ha, makakalaya ka din. So, I was not thinking of, you know, I wasn't thinking of something though. I was just letting him be the dad, you know. So, sali naman siya kasi nang hindi ako nag-respond sa mga ganon. So, he just kept on, you know, he just kept on talking about it. So, konting na lang anak, konting tiis na lang. Huwag ka mag-alala, makakaalis ka din dyan, laging malaya ka din, blah blah blah. And then, we came to the stop. We find, like, usual nights, Dad would wait for me to ride my Grab. So, I rode the Grab, I lowered down my window, I said goodbye, as I normally do, then went to work. So, when I got to work, I got into my routine of letting them know that, hey, I'm at work. Yeah. So, my dad replied to my message that night. Because that night, may load siya. Kasi hindi siya laging naglo-load eh. Hindi siya laging naglo-load. My dad responded when I told him that I'm in the office already, Dad. He told me, anak, bunso, umuwi ka agad, ha? And I was like, okay po. I have nowhere to go anyway. So, I went to work. Because, by the way, this happened during the weekend. So, during the weekends kasi, guys, we tend to be more, you know, medyo mas nakakagalaw kami pag weekend. Noon, kasi walang masyadong mga bossing pag weekend, kami lang halos. So, I was working, I was laughing with friends. Then at one point, I actually saw my phone. It was ringing. So, basically, since I was at work, I didn't answer it. And I messaged them. Like, why are you calling? I'm at work. Guys, it shook me. The number did not stop calling. It kept calling me. It kept calling over and over. At one point, I was irritated. I answered the phone. And I said, sino ba to? And it turned out to be my cousin. My cousin was summoned by my mom to tell me that my dad wasn't breathing. My dad wasn't responding to whatever she's doing. She bit him. She slapped him and stuff. But my dad wasn't breathing. My dad wasn't arguing. My dad wasn't even waking up. And for fuck's sake, I was really surprised. I was really shook at the moment. Like, seriously. Who wouldn't, right? And just to give you a quick background, our family has a tight bond. We are a close family. So this worried me so much. I love my dad so much, even if we argue all the time. Because that's how we are. If we don't argue, that's not us. I rushed home. I almost asked the taxi to fly. It's OA, but seriously, I almost asked the taxi to fly. I was talking to my friend, Me, on the phone. I was telling her about the situation and how shitless scared I was. that moment. Because I felt like my father will die. I'm not prepared. Not even up 1% prepared for that. So I reached home from Bonnie to Pasig. We reached home at least 15 minutes after my dad. I rushed inside. I was slapping my dad. I was tapping his face. I was telling him, andito na si Bunso. Gumising ka na. Gumising ka na, Daddy. Hell, my dad wasn't responding. I knew from the moment I looked at him, I knew that he died already, that he's dead. Why? His lips are violet-ish. I know that he's dead. But somehow, you know what? I risked it. I risked bringing him to the hospital. Because, you know, I just can't give up on my father like that. I mean, why would I? Why would I give up on my father? Diba? Maybe they could save him. So, we rushed him into the hospital. Inupahan ko yung taxi driver na dalhin kami doon sa hospital. Then, I was screaming at the ER. Stretcher, 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 stretcher. And the nurse was throwing in questions, which I know it's his job. But at that time, I don't appreciate it because my dad is not responding. Diba? So, the nurse was like, kailan po huling ganito? Kuya, can you just please take my dad in? We'll answer your questions later. Just please take him in. Then they took my dad. I didn't want to leave his side. I didn't want to leave his foot because I was at his foot side. I was holding his feet. I was keeping them warm in the hopes that my dad will wake up once they revive him. The doctor asked me they asked us to leave, which we had no choice but to follow. We were waiting at, you know, the waiting area of the hospital, and the doctor who was trying to revive my dad, he approached us. I did not ask any more questions about my dad because I know when I saw the piece of paper that he was holding right there and then, I saw the flat line and I did not ask anymore. There's only one thing that I asked from the doctor. I told him, pwede na po bang makita? Pwede na po bang puntahan? And the doctor was like, opo, pwede na po ma'am. I knew it. My dad is gone. My dad has left and my dad didn't wake up. To be honest, guys, I was destroyed. I was destroyed. Super destroyed. And my friends know that. But you know what? I can't show it. I can't show my mom that I was feeling weak, that I wanted to be a human being that was scared because I wanted to be strong for her. But to be honest with you, I wasn't able to hold it sa ER. I said I wasn't gonna cry, but then I approached my father. I saw his cadaver, and when I saw his feet, I bursted into tears, and I was calling him. I was like, Daddy, 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 please wake up. I know you're joking because you know my dad is a prankster like me. He loves joking around peeps, you know. I was telling him, I was yelling in the ER while crying, Daddy, niloloko mo lang kami. This is a prank. Wake up. Wake up, hindi na ako natutuwa. And my mom is consoling me. Tama na. And I was like, no! No! Alam kong gigising pa si Daddy kasi you know, he was malambot pa at that time. I told my mom, babangon pa yan, nagjo-joke lang si Daddy. Hindi ako iiwan yan. And, you know, it hit me. It hit me that my dad will no longer come back. My dad will only be a memory. You know, the moment I knew that he died, na as in yung pronounced sa hospital, I held his hand. I did not let go of it until they were taking the cadaver to the morgue. I was holding his hand and I'm telling him, ang daya-daya mo naman, Daddy. You left without even telling me. It's just, I can't even express how much pain I felt because my dad has been with me my whole life. The whole 27 years of my existence, I was with my dad. So, I was devastated. I cannot even. I lost the ability to even by that time. Then, my kuya came. My kuya was worse. My kuya came and was asking, ano daw lagay ng daddy namin? And I was saying over and over because I was crying ha. I was saying it over and over that my daddy is dead. His mind couldn't process it. He's like, what? What dead? I don't see anyone dead. Nasa harap niya yung bangkay, guys. And then it hit him. Patay na si daddy. Then, ayun, he hugged me. He hugged me tight. Because he knew how much pain I felt. He hugged me tight and told me everything is gonna be okay. It made me cry even more because that's my kuya. You know, that's my brother, that's my kuya, and it made me cry even more. Because kuya's hugs are like hot pandesal. They make you feel good and sad at the same time, but so comforting. So my brother was shushing me, stop, it's fine, it'll be fine. And I cried even. So they transferred my dad into the morgue, and they transferred him into the morgue. Then I was telling my mom, you need me here because I want to go to dad. I want to spend the last remaining hours of him not being in a casket. I want to go there and cry my heart out. And my mom was like, yeah, go ahead, go. Because I didn't want to see. I didn't want to further add to my mother's sorrow. I wanted to cry alone in the morgue, which I did. I cried so hard and so loud. And I was still asking my dad to wake up. Niyuyugyo ko siya, guys, sa morgue. Tingnan ko siya. Dad, this is not funny anymore. Wake up. I was doing that for at least 5 minutes consecutive. But he did not wake up. I even had his cell phone with me. His cell phone's alarm went off. And I was like, Daddy, anong ginagawa ng mga tao kapag nag-a-alarm yung cellphone? Di ba bumabangon? Anong ginagawa mo dyan? Fortunately, my dad never responded. It's you know, it's really painful knowing that someone's life can just end at once na. Just like my dad. You know, when my dad died, that was the day that I realized that life is really short. Because, you know, I had high hopes for my dad. Kasi we are always in the hospital. So most of the time nasa hospital kami because my dad is sakitin. But then after his last hospitalization, July 2019, we were relieved because my dad became really strong. As in strong. Sobrang sigla ng daddy ko. Walang nararamdaman kung ano-ano. And we did not know na yun na pala yun. The reason why he's so strong is because iiwan niya pala kami, and he did not want to leave an impression of him being weak, na alagain siya, na nakaratay. Kasi sobrang lumakas eh. So, I had the hopes na hindi na siya magkakasakit ulit. Hi! So, while I was off cam, nagkabit na ako ng lashes. Kasi hindi ako masyado magaling magkabit ng lashes. So, I had to take that. Sorry na. So, ayan. Final look ng eyes ko na yan. Lakas maka-frozen Elsa. Ganyan. Okay. So, ngayon, we'll go to blush. Okay. So, tuloy tayo sa story, ano. You know, the time that when my dad was gone, I told myself that life was too short. That, you know, my dad was there, now he's not. So doon ako nakarelate sa sinabi ni Father Jerry Orbos na you have to be thankful in the morning that you were awake, because not all people, you know, wakes up. Not all people has the privilege to actually wake up and be with their loved ones in the morning. Nalinis tatay ko. Life is something that's unpredictable. You can be okay now. Pwede kang malakas ngayon. Same day, pwedeng wala ka na din. Pwedeng kinuha ka na din ni Lord. Diba? Ngayon, pwedeng masaya ka. The next day, pwedeng hindi na. Life is something that's uncertain. Wait, nakita ko tapos. Life is something that's uncertain talaga. Life is something that we cannot predict what's gonna happen next. Life is a surprise. So, you know, always cherish the time that you had with your loved ones. Kasi alam nyo ako, kung ang magiging kapalit ng isang gabi o isang pagkakataon na makasabay ko yung tatay ko kumain ulit or makausap ko siya or whatnot, I'm telling you, kung ang kapalit nun, itong makeup skills ko, yung pagkikilay ko, I would give it just to see my dad again. I miss him so much. I miss him so much. I miss getting haircuts with him. I miss fighting with him. I miss everything about my dad. Alam niyo ba, nung binurol yung dad ko, hindi naman ako naiyak eh. I didn't cry. You can ask my mom. You can ask my brother. My brother and I, hindi kami nagpakita ng sadness doon sa, wall. No. Alam niyo kung kailan ako naiyak. Pagtapos ng living, na nakauwi na ako dito sa bahay. Yun yung bakit? Kasi, doon pumasok lahat ng realizations ko na hindi nauuwi yung dad ko. Kahit anong hintay ko sa kanya, hindi na siya babalik. Kahit anong iyak ko, kahit anong gawin ko, hindi na babalik yung daddy ko. And that's the harsh truth that I had to swallow. Na kahit gaano ako kalakas umiyak, kahit umabot pa ng langit yung iyak ko, my dad isn't coming. My dad will remain as to where he is. My only consolation for this is that I know that I have served my dad well when he was alive. That I was able to give my dad the best things I can give him. And also, I continue living thinking that my dad is no longer experiencing any pain, any troubles, any worries, any traumas, because you know it's really something that I'm happy about. Like, yes, I'm sad about his passing, but just thinking about it, my dad will no longer experience pain, suffering, worries. It makes me happy because he's at peace wherever he is right now, and I know that he knows that I love him more than my life. I know that he knows that I will forever love him, and no one will change that path. Yun lang ang consolation natin, guys, pag nawala tayo ng consolation. And I always keep it in mind na we have to let those people go, those people that we love. We need to let them go. With the reason na hindi kasi sila makaka-progress hanggat nakikita nila na hindi natin kaya nang wala sila. Alam niyo, may nabasa ako before. Lagi niyang iniiyakan yung anak niya kasi namatay. Tapos, one day, nagpakita sa kanya na yung gown ng bata so wet. So, parang ang siste, nagtatawag na sila ng mga paakit ng langit. Yung bata hindi makaakyat. Kasi sobrang soak yung gown niya ng tears. And, hindi siya makaakyat sa langit dahil ang bigat. So, ang moral ng story is, let go of our loved ones so they can go peacefully as well. Ganon. Yun. So far, palagay ko I'm managing it well naman. Na unti-unti napapalaya ako yung tatay ko. Kasi alam nyo, it's always easier said than done. Kasi dati, pag yung mga friend ko yung namamatayan or kakilala ko, I always tell them, let it go, stay strong, ganyan. I never knew how hard that was. I never knew how that how letting go was not as easy as it sounded, because it was me already. It was me in the situation. And, you know, it's really hard. It's just like breaking up with someone you really love. But the thing is, you break up and they won't come back. Something like that. I mean, break up, yung breakup kasi, pwedeng bumalik. Pag kasi sinabi mong, pag kasi deads na, wala nang balikan. Todo na yun. So, yun. Diba? It's really something that you have to manage to move forward with. Kasi I promised my dad, the day he died, that I will be strong for this family and I will keep the promise. Kaya nga, hindi umiyak ako ng buhol eh. I don't want to add to the sorrow. Okay lang natin po umiyak, asawa niya yun eh. Ilan taon sila nagsama? 50? 47? Sa kanya na yung umiyak. I was there for support. I was there for, you know, I was there for comfort, but not to add to the agony. Hindi namin pinag-usapan ng kuya ko yun, na walang iiyak ng buo. We just did it. Because we thought that was the right thing to do. Yan. And hindi rin kasi naman namin magawang umiyak dahil we need to entertain people na dumarating. My dad's friends came. My dad's family came. The father's side of the clan came. My kuya's friends came. My friends came. My mom's friends came. You know? So we really weren't able to, you know, express any weakness, because I know my mom is counting on us for support. Because diba, sino ba naman ang diiyak? We were so used to being with someone for 47 years, 41. I'm not really sure of the exact count. It's the 40 plus. Then they just suddenly go without any goodbyes, without any explanation whatsoever. And my dad died in front of my mom while his eyes were slowly, you know, drifting away. He was looking at my mom. I could just imagine the pain of watching someone you love die in front of you. It's, baka kung ako'y mabaliw ako, to be honest. But my mom knew as well that she needed to be strong, because my dad always knew her as a strong woman. So my mom can, you know, be weak. Kasi kahit yung mga ibang tao na nakakakilala sa mami ko, they know na napaka-strong ng persona ng mami ko. Hindi siya yung babaeng babaeng nagpapasindak, yung babaeng nagpapatakot. Independent woman yan. Yung mami ko, kaya niyan lahat. yan nung namatay yung daddy ko. Sobrang nakita ko yung kung paano siya nalungkot, kung paano siya nanghina. Kaya sabi ko, if my mom is weak right now, then I can be weak as well. Kasi diba, weak na siya, weak pa ako. Eh, wala na, tapos na. Hindi na kami nakasurvive. Ayun. So that's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed our talk. Ay, hindi pa pala tapos. Excited ako. Teka, hindi pa ako nag-highlighter. So, I actually bought a new highlighter. Guys, ang ganda. Ito siya. Beauty Glaze Golden number 4 highlighter. Let's try it. Siya. Ganda, guys. I think this is 100 something. We're gonna apply some shimmer to our face. Hindi na ako nakapag-nose line. Ayun ko tinatakot. Ayusin natin yung buhok ko.
With the lead pussycat.
So, I hope that you enjoyed our makeup session for today. So, yeah, bluer than blue. I hope that you enjoyed our session for today. And, ingat kayo palagi. Don't forget to take your vitamins and zinc, yung Immune Pro. Take kayo nun. Para sa immune system yon, lalo na ngayon COVID. Drink water, get enough sleep. Tapos, huwag na lumabas pag hindi kailangan. Okay? Huwag masyadong umasa sa mga kachat ngayong quarantine kasi bored lang yan. So, yun. Sabi nga lagi ni Bailey Sarian, make good choices. Idol ko yun, guys. Panorin yun si Bailey. Ano siya, makeup, tas murder something. Ayun. Plug na din. Okay, so I hope that you again enjoyed and stay safe and I love you all mga kabibi ko. Mwah!